Peace, y'all. Let's get started. Today is Monday, and it's a busy day. It is a busy day. Today we started up a podcast, Acre Boys Podcast. We started today, so um, been up early this morning, filming, recording, getting it ready. I said yesterday, like when we're first attempting to do anything, right? No, you're never great at the thing when you first start doing it, not day one. So today was like a trial for us. We've been clearly making um, footage and videos on a daily basis because we post to social on a daily basis. But podcast setting, a little different. Had to get the lighting right, had to make sure the cameras, the angles, and everything. We had three cameras going on at one time. So coming out the gate, it may not be perfect. But how do we correct things? We correct things by going and correct as we go, as with any venture, as with land investing. That's why we're always trying to encourage people to have a day one, encourage people to get started, because you get better as you go. So today I want to focus on and talk about testimonials. I want to talk about the breadwinners that's inside of our group and some of the profits that they receive from flipping land, right? First of all, by definition, a land flipper is one that buys and resells land for a profit. That is what we teach. We teach people how to find land throughout the country for discounted prices, put it back on the market for full market value. If you like to keep and hold on to it for personal use and things of that nature, feel free. My job is just to position you to get it for a discounted price, right? So I want to highlight a couple of individuals inside of our community that has went on to do some really nice profitable deals, right? The thing that I want to stress is that these individuals that I'm going to highlight is they sat on the other side of this message the same way that you are sitting on the other side of this message. They had no previous experience in land investing or real estate for that matter until they came into our ecosystem. That's why I always say if you can learn, then you can earn. The catch and key to that is just never quit, right? Never quit. Dial in, study a thing, never quit. It works. So that's why I like talking about these investor testimonials, because it lets us know that we're doing a good job, and it continuously lets us know that it works if you make it work, right? It may not work for everybody because we come to find out that everybody may not put the same input, time, and energy or effort into getting a thing done. So at the top earner spot in our community is a female, a nurse by day, by trade. She's a nurse. Top earner spot. She's made over $100,000 in a calendar month. Her name is Stephanie. In one calendar month, Stephanie made over $100,000 flipping land. Usually, we're talking about entry level deals. Those are usually tax deed investments. But our bigger program, what we teach is something that's called direct to owner. That philosophy allows us to buy acreage sizes ranging from 1 acre all the way up to our biggest land transaction, which was 260 acres. Clearly, it can go higher than 260 acres, depending on what you find, right? So Stephanie did three deals. It's something that's called deal stacking, right? It's not about one deal or how much we're making on one deal. It's about how many deals can we close in a calendar month. She closed 3 in 30 days. That is how she accumulated wages over $100,000 in one calendar month by closing 3 profitable deals in 1 month. Most people don't make, or even if you do, if you make over $100,000 in a year, most don't make $100,000 in a year. You probably had to work a lot of hours to make $100,000. My thing is, I don't really care about what the numbers is. I care about you picking up a skill set that's yours now, because that $100,000 that she made, she went on to make more money because she went on to continue to do the business and continue to find more deals. That was just the most she made singularly in that calendar month. So the thing is, get the information. No one can strip or take the information away from you. And that's what I like to brag and boast about, is that now you have a skill set that you can feed yourself whenever you need to feed yourself. These auctions, land deals, yeah.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
What you need?
You want me to make the tuna?
That's, if you want to.
Okay. Is that the salad that's in the fridge? That's the one you got?
Yes.
That's all that it is?
Yes.
You think it's gonna be enough for both of us?
Just take it.
What you want to eat?
I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm on a call. Yeah, so the beauty of all of this is that you have created a lane for you to continuously feed yourself. I mean, I think that's super cool. Me, myself, I've been in this culture my whole entire life. There's nobody coming to save us. That's just the cold hard facts. I ain't never really seen no handouts, right? You got to save yourself. So me saying, and I'm saying it very gentle in tone, but this is a major thing. Creating an avenue or having ways to go out and feed yourself, that's a major thing. So when I come on here, I swear I'll be feeling like, you should inquire about, everybody should inquire about how they can create an alternative stream of income, or not, or something that has the potentiality to be the mainstream of income if done right. Clearly, it'll start off as an alternative stream of income, but if you do these practices right, and if you have some discipline, this could turn into your mainstream income. That's all I'm saying. And I think people, maybe I don't, I'm not yelling and screaming and things like that, but that shouldn't be taken lightly. Not if you look like me. Just keeping it a buck with you. Not if you look like me. That should not be taken lightly. They ain't just dropping ideas off to us that we can go and execute on. Usually it's a lot of pushback when we're trying to get through doors that yield big profits and things like that. So I have to plug Thursday. Thursday, we have our boot camp class. You should be there. Thursday, we have our boot camp class. You should be there. Let me sound like a broken record. Thursday, we have our boot camp class. You should be there. All you have to do is comment the word boot camp, get yourself registered, come get the education, off to the races. Then potentially you can be someone that we're speaking about your testimonial. I want you to make $100,000 in 1 month flipping land. So I'm going to, in fact, comment the word boot camp, and it's in the comments on Facebook and YouTube, on Instagram. If you don't see it on your screen, comment the word boot camp. A link will fire to your DM. Follow the prompts to get yourself registered. It is $47. Why is it $47? Why is there a charge, right? There's a charge because we're looking to weed out and extract people that's ready to do land investing on a serious level. That's why it's only $47. We're not looking for the free 99 people that just poking it with a stick. I'm really looking to build this team so my team can grow, right? Because when you come in, I want to do deals with you. I want people that's going to go out and seriously do the business. I mentioned this last night on the call that I was on, that I'm eager to make new business partners. I'm eager for you to be my business partner so I can give you or offer you an opportunity to use the money that we have at our disposal. Once you use the money and you sell the property or flip the land, we'll receive 50% of the proceeds. You'll receive 50% of the proceeds. What I stated yesterday was, you don't need money to buy land. You need money to do the business of land, because no one is going to afford your personal business. But we will put the money up. I love to break bread with you. Trust me, I would love to break bread with you. So there is a $47 charge because we're looking to extract serious people only. And $47, what are we talking about? You spend that when you go out to eat. So what are we like? What are we talking about? If you're serious about the information, it's $47. Come pull up on us, come train with us, and then you're off to the races, right? At the end of that training, we'll make you another offer to see if you want to join our group, the larger group, and really do things on a high level. We can talk till we blow in the face. I can go on an Instagram live or Facebook, YouTube live every day. You can tune in every day or not. But if you're not taking action, there's something that's called law of action. You have to take action. Most of you, first of all, ain't even manifesting anything. But in order, if you are, right? If you are, what's manifestation? Just thoughts, concentrated thoughts. And if you are, then you have to take action on the thoughts. That's how it works. So I got to move to number 2. At the number 1 slot was a young lady named Stephanie. She was the top earner. She made $100,000 in 1 month. She's went on to do several other deals. At number 2 is a gentleman, a young brother that I like to talk about, the fellas that's inside of our group, because we are dominated by women inside of the group. One of our data and one of our statistics state that on all social media platforms, we have, out of our following, what gender follows us the most? Males. Males follow us the most on all social media platforms. In our private community, what gender opts into our paid community the most? Females. Females. 70% of our paid community is females. So when I get a chance to talk about my guys, stick my chest out just a little bit. Although I love my females, it just says that our females is taking action on this information. Guys, that's not a shot at anybody that's listening. It just states our personal data means that females, once they interact with us and hear this topic of land investing and how we do things, they're taking action faster than the guys. That's all. Right? That's all that it means. Doesn't mean that one gender is better than the next, and that's a different. Y'all can argue that, but our personal data does state that. So this young man, he flipped some land. He had a no quit attitude. Right? He didn't come out the gate guns blazing and things like that. He came out the gate and he was moving a little slow, but eventually it picked up for him. That's why you have to get that one deal under your belt. You get that POC, proof of concept, under your belt, and then you go on to do bigger deals. So his first deal, it was a regular deal. Then he hit what I would call, for him, he hit a home run deal. By trade, what he was doing on his job, he only bought home about $48,000 a year. We bought him home $52,000 on one deal. $52,000 on one deal. And if you were listening, what I said a few minutes ago, if he made $52,000, that means that the deal was over $100,000 profit because we split the money. He didn't have the money for the deal, right? I'll tell you what the deal was. It was a buy for, I don't even remember. What was that deal? I think it was a buy for 100 and change and sell for double the money, 212 or something like that. And we sold it rather quick. And once the deal sold, we get the money that we put out back into our account. Then we split the profits. His take home was $52,000. He was extremely happy. That is what he made all year long on his job, right? Today, we're talking about big profits, big wins, right? That is a big profit and a big win if you're asking me. Anytime that you can position yourself to make $50,000, excellent, 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 right? Third, another guy. Well, we got a few around this range right here, 30 and 35,000 earners on one deal. It's a couple. It's a guy and a female. They both around that 30 to 35 take home off of one deal. I don't keep total track of what the total accumulation of these investors are. That's their personal business. If they report it to us, then we report it to the general public. But I personally know about those isolated deals because we had a hand in all three of those deals, meaning that we were the funder in all three of those deals. So I know about them. When we fund deals, the paperwork comes to the funder. Our name goes on the deals. So I see everything. I see the settlement statements. I see the breakdown. I know we distribute the funds once deals closes. So I remember those deals. All right. So those are the top three earners inside of our community. And sometimes they don't even, well, I can't say the top three earners. Let me say that correctly. The top some of the top profitable deals, because there's been investors that done 7, 8 deals, 15 grand on this one, 10 grand on that one, 20 on that one. And I don't know what it accumulated unless they report to us what their total earnings for the year is. All right. So Thursday, July 2nd, from my mouth to your ears, we'll be teaching, having a boot camp on tax deed training. We want to start to isolate this, slow the teachings down, and we'll concentrate just on tax deed investing, because that's entry level investing that'll allow you to get started where your budget fits, right? Education on you. You have to pay for your education. Information on us. We'll be there and make sure we're providing the information to get you started. Then there's execution. Who's that on? Not me. That's on you. My execution, I will execute on Thursday by teaching. The execution clearly would be on you. Had a conversation today. We were stating about, money. I like to talk about money, right? You should like to talk about money too. But we was talking about money and how, like, when you hear these things, like, you should probably take it a little more. Well, I don't know how serious you take it. I don't know how serious you take it. But if you on this, if it were me, like, I know some people been following us 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and still haven't even reached out to make a phone call. That's when I say, well, you have to get off the pot. Shit or get off the pot. This is what I say, right? Are you looking, and I appreciate all the support. It's all needed. Spectators, people that's looking to come over and run with it, it's all needed. But I'll just say to you that if you're really looking to do it, you have to just do it. Like Nike, just do it. There's no other way to get it done. Or you can, piece information together. I've seen that happen. We give a lot of free information. The free information that we give is valuable. We're not giving false information. Even when we're giving free information, it's still good information. So you can piece it that way. I just want you to have some alternative ways and consider this lane, because that's what we do the best these days is land invest. So we give that. So ultimately, whether you come inside or whether you don't come inside, we'll always have an offer, because that's what we're doing. We're running an online program in total transparency. So that's our job these days. Our job is to persuade you to do something that's good for you. All right. So today was a trying day. That's why, it's like a roller coaster. Every day you may not feel so excited. Today I didn't feel so excited. It just was a busy day. But here we are. We have to get things done. We have to do lives. We have to promote. Nobody's going to do it for us. Nobody definitely not going to treat us better than we treat ourselves. Nobody definitely going to treat me better than I treat myself. And this is a part of the assignment. So here we are. All right. So comment the word boot camp. Join me on Thursday. I promise you'll learn something. That I do promise. I promise that you will learn something on Thursday, and the rest will be on you. All right. Enjoy the rest of this evening. I'm going to shut it down. No, I got 2 more things to do. But we'll be shutting down shortly, and we'll pick back up tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace. Love.